Hello, ladies. How are you? It has been a week since our third annual GirlsGiving Dinner, and it was truly amazing. God was amazing in the atmosphere amongst the ladies. Ladies got to know one another. There was some tears. There was laughing. It was a mix of everything, and there was some reunions. I just want to give God praise for what he did and for just allowing women to come and support, whether they knew each other or not. Some women came on their own and were blessed, and we thank God for that. There was approximately 35 women that was present in total, and some women who could not be here but also supported, and we thank God for those women as well. I want to thank God for every single donation that was given towards this event this year. I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much for your donation. Every bit of the funds that was received, your ticket price, everything was able to allow for the event to go forward and for it to come out how it did. And I thank God for that. I do want to thank God for our sponsor. We had a big sponsor this year from a small business, from our girl Caitlin from Lemire Renee Scented Candles, and I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. Thank you so much for also sponsoring our gift this year, the scented candle, which one of our women was able to receive. So thank you so much. If you don't know about her business, definitely follow the link below. Follow her story. It's an incredible story, and I promise you, you will be connected to the vision that she has for these candles. Plus, you can listen to music while you're also lighting up your scented candles. So thank you so much, Caitlin from Lemire Renee Scented Candles. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Ivory for being our host. She is our two-time host, and I thank God so much for you. Just your passion, your excitement, your joy, the way you connect with the ladies. I thank you so much for being our host yet again, and I'm excited for what God is going to do in your life. Don't be afraid to watch him wow. So I know a lot of you were raving about the food and wanted to know who made what. So I decided in this thank you to also let you know who made what, and shout out thank you to those who contributed this year in making sure that our ladies were fed, okay? Maritza Diziwash was the one who made the collard greens, and she made our spinach artichoke dip, which many of you ladies did not get to taste or see, but she was a contribution to this year's event in that way. And I want to thank you, Maritza, for your support and your help in this year's Girls Giving, and I look forward to working with you a lot more. I would also like to have the opportunity to give a round of applause to our turkey maker, Mrs. Josephine Picant, who was the one who made our turkey with the stuffing and all that good stuff inside. She was also the one who did our vegetable lasagna, and she did our blue snapper fish, okay? So we want to thank you, Seth Picant, so much for your contribution yet again this year. I would love to thank my mother, Marie Gerville, who also contributed again in her infamous seafood rice. Seafood rice with crab. It does not have shrimp. All the ladies loved it yet again. She also contributed to making our mixed vegetables, and she was the one on baked chicken and sauce, okay? All of that chicken, my mother was the one who made it, so I thank you so much for your contribution. My husband, Mark Situte, also was getting in the kitchen, okay? He has no problems with that. He was the one on wings. Last year, if you remember, he was the one who did the fried chicken wings that many people tasted, and it was gone, okay? So this year, he did the wings just a little bit different, but my husband, Mark Situte, is the one who contributed to the wings. He was also the one who did this year's salad presentation, so I want to thank him for that. The beet salad was made by First Lady Diziwash, and the black rice and mac and cheese was made by my godmother. I was the one who contributed to everything else that you saw. So the drinks that were made, the carousel that was made, the turkey and potato carousel that was made, the candied yams, okay? Everything else that was left over, I was able to make by God's grace. As you can see, our team is not a big team. It takes a team, regardless of the size, to make sure that things get done. and I'm so grateful for every single hand that participated this year. I would love to give a shout out to Dana, who is head of D Joy's Event Hall in Elmont. Honestly, such a pleasure to work with. I am so grateful also for the women who helped me. Nothing but glamour girls. I have posted them previously. They helped me last year, yet again this year, and I'm not looking forward to leaving them, okay? They are amazing, a great team, small team of 2, but they work great together, and I am so grateful for your contribution. I also want to take the time to shout out the Tasty Board, and I will put her Instagram information up. Beautiful presentation. She worked with me the whole way. She was able to give suggestions, everything. So the Tasty Board, thank you so much for this year's contribution to the event, and thank you for working with me. I'm so grateful. Let's also shout out those who participated in dessert, okay? The sweet potato swirl cake and the ultimate sweet potato pie, we all know it came from no one better than Sydney Sweet. So I just want to thank Sydney Sweet so much for just allowing yourself to be a vessel, a vehicle of joy through your gift of baking. Listen, I'm gonna have to come back because I did not even get a piece of that sweet potato swirl cake. I wanted a piece of it so bad and I didn't get any. So we're gonna have to work something out for just you and I. But the ladies loved it. Nothing was left. Everything was gone. So thank you so much, Sydney Sweets, for your contribution this year. Guys, I cannot forget to thank my videographer, photographer, my everything that night, trying to capture everyone and every little detail. Kessler, thank you so much for your contribution this year. If you don't know about his business, I dare you to follow, okay? I would love to thank every single speaker that came and spoke. Teresia, I am so grateful for you for joining us for yet another year in poetic ministry. What a beautiful ministry you carry. To know that you're also a psalmist, an actress, a teacher. You have so much under your belt, and I'm so grateful for this relationship. And I pray that God will continue to download in you and open up the doors for you. Monique Thompson, Minister Monique Thompson, thank you so much for leaving your family, your husband, and joining us that evening. You were sensitive to the spirit and you just flowed with the atmosphere. You just flowed, and I thank you so much for coming in to impart a word on the women, to leave them with scripture that would guide them so they could just be directed. Thank you so much, Minister Monique Thompson, and also my high school friend. I would love to also thank Evangelist. We cannot forget the beautiful testimony from Evangelist Felicia Brown. Felicia Brown was the person that did receive the funds out of each person's purchased ticket and contribution towards the event, meaning all the people who donated, everyone who attended the event. Your participation awarded her the opportunity to receive a plaque and money so that it can go back into her small nonprofit organization, Woman Challenge Yourself. We had the beauty of hearing her testimony firsthand, and it was amazing. The women were crying, the women were touched, and you truly deserve it. May God continue to do what He does in your life. May you never cease in doing what He asks of you. May you continue to carry His heart. May you continue to be His hands, His feet, everything. So Minister, Evangelist, Felicia Brown, thank you so much for coming and sharing your testimony and blessing us. And we're so grateful for you. You got sisters for life, girl. I also want to thank Sabine Franco for being present with us for a second year. Sabine, thank you so much for your contribution. If you don't know her, she goes by The Purpose Lawyer, and she has a passion for educating and making sure that families and people do not waste their hard-earned money, learning how to leave a proper legacy behind and protecting their assets, everything that you work so hard for. She blessed us, so we were able to receive knowledge that will be with us for years. So definitely check out her page. Thank you again, Sabine, and all the speakers again. Thank you so much. Lastly, and cannot forget, Mrs. Helene Witt. Mrs. Helene Witt, you are amazing. Thank you for saying yes in such a short time. She was our comedy special for the evening. She made the women laugh. I want to thank Curtis for helping me to get her, and also Dana for helping me as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. Lastly, there are many people who supported in ways that were not financial, that were not physical, because they weren't able to come, but they were praying. Whether they couldn't come or intended to come, they were praying. I want to thank you for those who are praying for me, who are praying for my family. And I ask that you do not cease in doing so and continue to keep the event in prayer for its future. Now, speaking of future, I'm ready to announce that next year we will start our registration very, very early in the year of 2025, and that will make it 4 years of this year's Girls Giving Dinner, and I hope that we will go as long as God says to go. And the very, very last thing, there was a little additional favor that I intended to give all of the women who were present, but you did not receive it from me. I have them with me. Some of you, it will be mailed to. Many of you, I will be able to see you and give it to you. It is a beautiful party favor. In addition to everything you already received, I did have something prepared for you, and it's dated for this year. So I have to give it to you this year. And my heart says, give it, because I intended to give it. And so for those of you that I can meet with, I will be contacting you. For those of you that I promise that I will mail it to, I will be mailing it out to you. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. If I am, please forgive me, okay? But I just want to thank everybody, all in all, who participated, great, large, every person who came out, that mothers who came out, leaving their homes, friends from years, whether work or school. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting and checking in, the calls, the texts. Just thank you. It's hard to text each and every single one of you guys, but I just wanted to do this video to honestly just say thank you. And may God continue to bless you guys. And may you continue to keep me in prayer for the years to come. Thank you. Thank you again. God bless you, ladies.